All right. Hello, hello, everyone.
Hello, friends.
We have a guest tonight.
Woohoo!
Uh, you're very special. You're always special. But
That's what I've been told. Sorry.
we have Lemur tonight. We're playing Pikmin 4. She picked, so
I did pick.
um,
I picked Pikmin.
it's a good game. I will just tell you that. We're not very far into it, so luckily there's not much of a recap I have to give. That is the hardest part so far, is having to give recaps and going, oh shit, what actually did happen.
Yeah.
It's going to be even harder after, like, I've been recording almost every day. I think yesterday was the first day that I took a break because I wasn't feeling great after that flu shot. But so like at least I've got most of our games on memory.
Yeah.
When I take a break to travel and then coming back to it, that's going to be when it'll be really interesting.
Yeah.
So our recap here, we have a dog. His name
Yes.
is Otti. So
He's very
we
cute.
are part of the rescue corps. We're the brand new rookie. Basically, this is this team that is dispatched to go rescue stranded travelers across space, basically. The rest of our team got mobilized earlier to go rescue Olimar, who was the protagonist in previous games, sort of. He's the one in Smash. He's the figure everyone knows.
Oh, okay. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. So he was lost in space. So the rest of our team got dispatched in order to save him, except for when they were going to save him, they also all got stranded. Our ship completely broke apart. And so now they are all stranded. So then the
Oh, no.
rookie got dispatched, us. And now we are trying to put the team back together. So we have Ochi, who's our dog. You may hear me call him Ochin because that's what they call him in Japanese. I have no idea where they took the N off.
Yeah, just like that could just be his name. Like
Right?
it doesn't have to be.
Well, they've done some weirdness with some of the names because, like Colin, his name in Japanese is Corey. So I don't know why they changed that one either.
Odd.
He picked up the extra N.
A little bit of delay processing on my part. But yeah, like they don't need to westernize like
No.
the names. Like that can just they don't.
I mean, they're already like Western-ish
Corey's pretty.
names. Yeah.
Pretty.
So I don't know why they did that, but they did for some reason. So this is the team that we have gathered so far. Going from the left-hand side, that's me. Pink hair, you can always tell.
Yeah, if I would have had to guess which one was you, that would have been
Yeah.
the first guess.
The one next to me is Russ. He is our inventor, engineer dude. He's basically the one that makes all of our suits and equipment and all of that. We literally just rescued him the day before. Otzi, our puppy. Then we have Captain Shepard, who is the captain of this expedition. She is a sort of master dog trainer or rescue pup trainer, but also she comes from a long line of other rescue corps captains. So,
Nice.
and a little bit of a coward, but I love her. And then we have Colin, who's our communications expert and just general know-how, know-all. So, yeah. So Ochi last night was tiny. He was itty bitty. He was maybe my size.
That's very different than what he looks like. Right?
Exactly. So apparently Ochi's gone through a growth spurt overnight. That's actually quite typical for his breed. It's a sign that he's now fully grown and qualified for more rigorous activity. That is a growth spurt. I will
Yeah.
give him that.
I would be concerned if an animal were to grow so much in the night, and that's just normal.
Yeah, apparently that's just okay. Um, the Pikmin sure are playful today. Yes, they appear to be letting their guard down now that Ochi's come into his own. They were terrorizing him when they first met him, so
No. Well, yeah, they want to befriend him now that he's bigger than them.
exactly. Now they can ride on him, so that's the fun part.
Yes.
I'm just glad to see they're getting along. Right. Another benefit of Ochi being fully grown is that he can now build up his pup drive while completing missions. And with regular training sessions, he can learn new skills that will be useful for everyday rescue operations. From the looks of it, Ochi is ready as ever to fill up that pup drive. Good boy. I love how, like, Ochi is very clearly ready for anything, and these Pikmin just lazy as shit. I love them.
Yeah.
All right, officers, to your stations, please. Copy that. All right. Oh, I now call this strategy meeting to order. First things first, Russ, please update us on the improvements being made to the SS Beagle. So we have the SS Shepherd, which is our big ship that we are currently trying to fix. Then we have the SS Beagle, which is what we actually came in on, and it's this tiny little ship that we also bring to our investigations because it can suck up things. It would be my absolute pleasure, Captain Shepard, because they're done. The SS Beagle now has the ability to transform any raw material collected into the field into all-purpose clay. With this functionality, we should be able to easily build on location. Oh, we can make that bridge that we found last time. Excellent! Of course, I'm not quite sure what we'll be building, but good work nonetheless. One last thing. Bring me raw material and I'll be able to whip up exciting new gear and items for you in the lab. I have no doubt they'll be useful to you while out in the field. Sounds like we're not only collecting treasure now, but raw material too. And don't forget about our missing rescue officers. We're counting on you to find them, Kelson Ochi. By the way, come talk to me later when you have a minute. I would like to discuss Ochi's training. I hereby call the strategy meeting to a close. Copy that. All right. So this is our camp.
Cute.
This is what the Pikmin live in.
Oh.
They're very fun. So I'll take one out so you can see how it comes out. He just comes on down. Here's all these people that we have rescued. So we rescued him last time. Thank you so much for rescuing me the other day. I confess I'm really quite flustered. I only came here because I heard there was rare treasures to be found. Getting stuck here was not on my agenda. Yeah, not surprising. Oh, my apologies. I'm Schnauz, a noted appraiser of treasures. I often compile my findings in a little log for posterity's sake. And we can look at our treasures. Ah, you're interested in treasure, are you? I'd love for you to take a gander at my pride and joy, my treasure catalog. Alas, I lost all my data while I was, well, lost myself. If you don't mind, would you allow me to appraise any treasures you happen to collect? If you do, I shall compile the treasure data into a neatly edited treasure catalog. Of course, I'll offer you a reward for doing me this favor. All I require is that you keep me posted when you find something. All right, we have a new side mission.
Hell yeah.
So, have you played any of the other Pikmin games?
No, I've had the world explained to me a couple of times,
Okay.
but I've not played.
Well, one of the most fun things about this is the names of the items.
Mm-hmm.
So this is clearly a bell, and they've named it the Path Creator.
Yeah.
We have the SS Chocolate. It's a macaron.
Mm-hmm. Cute.
The Cookie of Nibbled Circles.
It's like the Craggle
Yes.
in the Lego movie.
All right, do drop by anytime you'd like to peruse the treasure catalog. We'll have to find more. We're very early on in this game.
Yeah.
All right. Let's also stop by Russ, see if there's anything that he can give us. Allow me to introduce myself again. I'm Russ, the resident brains of this rescue corps operation. He is probably the resident brains. I will give him that. I use the raw materials you find in my handmade components to create all kinds of items and gear for use in the field. I can proudly state that all my inventions have been perfectly perfected. You could even say I have it down to a science. Scientifically speaking, of course.
Of course.
In exchange for raw material, I provide you with new gear. Your contributions make it possible to continue my important work. I may run out of components from time to time. If that happens, just visit the lab the next day after I've restocked. All right. So we get different things. The survey drone, which they every single time tell me to use, and I don't think I ever ended up using it. I will buy, however, the charging horn. And this will allow me to force my Pikmin to charge. all together, all at once. You know what? I'm going to pick up the treasure gauge too. It's going to detect treasure and castaways nearby. No need to rely on your natural instincts to guide you now. Technically, I have Otti who can sniff it out with his nose too, but I'd love to use this opportunity to teach you how to use my scientific masterpiece, the charging horn. It's actually quite simple. Just press X to blow the horn once and order your Pikmin to charge. If you press X once, only your selected Pikmin or Ochi will charge, but keep pressing X and the entire squad charges. As you can see, this horn is perfect for attacks or transporting objects. You could even call it Dandori Dynamic. Alright. Let's see what our training is. Alright, as soon as you two are ready, let's get your training started. Alright, it's time to commence training. The journey will be long and arduous, but I have no doubt you two can handle it. Alright, let's learn all his skills. This rescue pup training curriculum has been passed down through many generations. If Ochi's pup drive has built up sufficiently, he can train and learn new skills without a problem. As for what skills to learn and when to learn them, that depends on the rescue approach you two want to take. Go the buff path if you want to carry heavy things, or go the chomp path if taking on creatures is your first priority. But keep proper Dandori practices in mind and think carefully about what will help you carry out your duties efficiently. Alright, so what we are going to do... We're going to go the buff path. Actually, never mind. We're going to learn command first. We're going to learn both, actually. So, command is going to enable Ochi to learn different skills. So this one is going to tell him to go to base or call him to me. The big one I want is level 3, which is the next level, where he'll go around and pick up all my Pikmin that I've misplaced.
Nice, yes.
All right, so, but we have to learn level 2 first. So, good boy. And then we're going to give him buff level 2, which will give him the Brawn of 5 Pikmin. So he can carry more shit. Because right now he's a weak little thing. It's okay, he's cute.
He's squishy.
Great work, Ochi. I've got just the reward for you. Going forward, every time you complete training, you'll get a scrummy bone. Give it to Ochi as a reward for me.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah, it's weird. Oh, this seems like an opportune time to teach you how to use items. Oh, that's right, we haven't used anything. From Y actions, you open your pack with the left stick. You'll find all your items in there, so just pick the one you want to use. And the demonstration up top. Alright, anyone else want to talk before we go explore? I don't think I've got anyone else in my camp, so. Alright, let's go out exploring. We're all set over here. The SS Beagle can take off whenever you're ready. Alright, let's explore. Which area would you like to explore? Well, Colin, we only have one area. So we're going to go back to the Sun-Speckled Terrace. Wild, I know. Alright. Less reading now.
I like that Colin gave us the illusion of choice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure, there will actually be choices later, but...
There will be choices later, yeah. We just have to get more Sparklium, which is in those treasures.
Oh.
We're very close. I thought we might get it last time, but... oh well. We have plenty of days to do this then, so... there is no rush. Alright. Welcome to the Sun-Speckled Terrace. Oh, that's right. I forgot. They want to call me every 5 seconds this day. Come in, over. As we discussed earlier, Ochi has grown a bit. So this morning, I decided to drill him on his jump skill. He can now jump. Ochi should be able to move around more easily now, even with you and the Pikmin on board. Walk up close to Ochi and press Y to mount. Press it again to dismount. Press X when you want Ochi to use jump. He should have no problem clearing small ledges. If you keep holding X after you jump, you can build up his power. Hit something with a rush to launch the Pikmin on his back and have them land on your target. Using jump will give you access to more search areas, and a good rush can be a game-changing move in battle. Oh, she's doing that. You know when dogs look at you from the side and you can see the whites of their eyes? I love that.
The side eye.
Yes, the side eye.
The look I get all day, every day.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so we'll pick up some pellets just because we are early in the game and don't have that many Pikmin. But let's go and build this bridge now that Russ has outfitted us. I believe we can turn this partial construction into a vital asset. We'll process raw material into clay at the SS Beagle and use it as a building material to finish this structure. These raw materials are only valuable when brilliant minds give them a higher purpose, after all. Once you're at a construction site, simply direct your Pikmin and Otzi to start building. Alright. There we go. Wow, apparently I had 22 Pikmin. Exactly. Alright. We are going to ride Otzi. Partially because it's fun. Actually, I'm going to need some Pikmin up here. I think there's an enemy up here. 3 is not going to cut it. Besides, look at them!
No.
They're so cute.
They're very cute.
Construction of the clay bridge is complete. Now you can come and go as you please. Go ahead, cross it, admire the impressive craftsmanship. Alright. And now we can get back to where we started. Actually, while we're here, let's go ahead and go in this cave. Alright, Hectic Hollows. Someone or something built a rough wall inside the cave. The Pikmin and I were able to climb up, but Moss was unable to climb up the wall. I'll have to leave her behind for now and hope we can find a way or a place to meet up. Oh, so basically, Olimar has been here and we know that, and he's, for some reason, got all these voyage logs where he's been dropping whenever we hit somewhere that he's been. Alright. Timber. Is that how you, like when you jump into someplace? Timber feels like...
That's if something's like falling.
What do you say then if you jump into like...
My first instincts are very nerdy.
I would have never guessed.
And it depends on which doctor is your favorite.
I assume we're talking Doctor Who doctors.
Yes. Because of course there is, and you're gonna make fun of me if I say this wrong, but
it's fine.
How David Tennant says it is allons-y.
Yeah,
it's a French word, and but that is how he says it. So
took me a second, but yes.
That is how a Scotsman says it in an English accent on an English TV show. And then if it's Matt Smith, it's Geronimo.
I like it. Both have a certain charm to them.
Yes.
Alright, we're gonna grab some more Pikmin. Because they're just hanging out over here. Little slackers. My favorite thing, and I don't know whether they'll do it or not, because we generally move around quite a bit, but they'll start singing.
No.
If I leave them long enough. Okay. Y'all, you were supposed to come with. Alright. 10. I only have 9, so... need to grab one of these guys so we can freeze that lake. That is it. Okay, guess that was more than 10. Wow, how amazing is that? The water froze almost instantaneously. Now you can travel right across the top. All right. That looks like the top of a Matryoshka doll. Which means I assume we'll find the bottom somewhere up here. Or down here. I guess we're in a cave. Alright, come on back. There we go. We hit our 1500.
Hello.
You did it! Really great job, Otzi and Kels. With all the energy you've collected, we can continue our restoration of the SS Shepherd's radar. I kind of feel insulted that he put Otzi first, but that's okay. Took me a second to realize that, but what the fuck, Colin? You're no longer my favorite. Oi, don't eat my Pikmin. It froze? Don't just stand there. Now's your chance. Alright. Beat it up. There we go. Oh yeah, they scream when I do that too. Okay. We got this. We're only taking 6.5 days to crack open an egg. It's fine. Okay. Something's blocking the Pikmin. Find a way to clear the... Bitch, can you not drop off of that ledge? Where did you go with it? Oh, you went all the way over here? I guess these guys were not known for their brains. I don't have enough. Yes, I'm aware. You're panicking. Deep breath, everyone. We're all gonna be okay.
Relatable.
There we go. Y'all can rest easy now. There we go. I love them, but literally 0 brain cells whatsoever. Okay, Otti, I know you can't climb walls, but you can go up this thing.
Those things are definitely not big enough to even house a brain cell.
Yeah, that's true. There was absolutely no hope for them.
Mm-mm.
See, there's the bottom. Okay, before we do that, I'm gonna see if I can't bloom them. These new ones. Do you all bloom? No. So this will just make them go a little bit faster. Doesn't really do that much, but they have flowers on their head now. So that feels like something.
I just got the strongest wave of like deja vu. My brain just straight to long-term memory. That was weird. Sorry. Like, we've never played this game together before, but apparently my brain wants to convince me that we have.
Well, yeah, no, I don't think we have.
No.
Let's see, it's too new for us to have ever, like, stayed in a hotel room, played at a con or something. That was my only thought. I always think about that every time I play Super Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
Sitting in the con room, playing that. Good times.
Good times.
Alright, everyone's getting drunk tonight. I think we are good.
Pikmin are gonna get lit.
Yes. Alright, yeah, we're at 100% on this sub-level. We are good. Alright. Next floor. I would pay to see some drunk Pikmin. Like, they're already wild. Alright, final floor for this cave. There's a cave later that's like 10 floors.
Ugh.
It takes forever to get through. I was trying to play this last night on my own file and kept falling asleep. It did not work out very well. It's okay, Otti. Y'all are not going to break that. Yeah, and unfortunately, this is not really a game that you can play without actually paying attention to.
Yeah.
Like, I wish it was sometimes, but...
That's why I haven't picked up
Hello.
Zelda. Oh god.
Yeah.
I That's why I haven't picked Zelda back up in a while, is because it's like, no, I know I need to pay attention to what's going on.
Yeah. I will say, it ended up being easier than I thought it was going to be.
That's good. Which means it's probably 100% my speed.
All right, checking ID info now. I hope it's one of our rescue officers this time. All right, we have the florist, Kingsley, from the home planet Oji. He took his
Ooh.
obsession with flowers to a new level when he traveled alone to this remote planet, simply to see its unusual blooms.
Oh, wow.
Nope, this is another civilian castaway. A florist out here on his own, but why? Well, that's just ill-advised. It's up to you to rescue any castaways you find, Kelson. See, that was the proper order.
And so yeah, she said you first.
Yeah. Captain's my bestie. She knows what's up. This thing is massive. There we go. And it apparently had nothing in it from what I can tell. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed Echoes of Wisdom, but I will say it doesn't play like a normal Zelda game, which I actually enjoyed.
Yeah.
It plays very much like Tears of the Kingdom does,
Yeah.
in that there's no like right answer for anything, which I loved, but
Yeah.
I assume that a lot of people are maybe not going to be as into.
See, that's one of the things that I have a hard time when I like with games that like there is only one answer. Is because I get very frustrated
Yeah.
if I can't figure it out. Which is again why I like things like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom and Echoes of Wisdom. There we go.
Yeah.
There's a lot of words there.
Mhm.
But yeah, that you have multiple ways to do things.
Yeah.
Because like for Tears of the Kingdom, like I'm not building shit.
Right? I am building the bare minimum to get across places, and that is about it.
Yes.
I have like 2 blueprints I use, and the other ones that I get are like, oh wow, I could make that. But then you also see the ones like online that's the people that like built an entire fucking T-Rex or
Yeah, like full on mechs, and you're like, what the fuck?
Mhm.
Yeah, no. My boats always consisted of a piece of wood with a fan on the back
Yep, that sounds about right.
and a steering wheel, maybe.
2 logs, yeah. Put together. Yeah. The number of times that I made a thing to get across the that underground area that was like 1 platform and 4 wheels, and hopefully if I did it correctly, there were 2 wheels on each side, because I did have one where it was like a circular platform and I put a wheel like 4 ways. Don't do that. You don't go anywhere. You just go around in a circle. Should I mention that physics has never been my strong suit? I am not much of a product designer, we'll put it that way. I must have been transporting that back, because generally the things are not dead before I get there. You know, I'm always interested to see how people do things and what they're... Like, you can tell what people are interested in based on what they complete in Tears of the Kingdom. And it's just always fascinating to me. Like, I love the exploration part, so I was immediately, like, 100% underground. I wanted to investigate my entire map, all of that shit. But fighting things? No, it's still never been my thing.
I don't remember what they're called, but the dragon-like things.
Yeah.
Not like the dragons, but like the other more like Hydra dragon things.
Yeah.
I have not fought a single one of those successfully, and so I avoid them.
They're awful. Like, I'm sure that some people like fighting them. It's just not my...
I think there was one I kind of had to fight, and I figured out a way to get around it, but it was when I would like the quest to like get Zelda's horse. is up like in the snowy region.
Yeah.
And there's one of those dudes up there, and it was impossible. That thing killed me like 3 times before I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
We're gonna figure out a different way to do this.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that there were several things in Tears of the Kingdom that I did not do, quote unquote, the right way. I've also, I'll be completely honest, I've never actually finished either game, either it or Breath of the Wild, mostly because I have zero fun fighting final bosses. So,
I will say, yeah, technically I'd never beat Breath of the Wild. I made my brother do it. Because I didn't want to fight Ganon. He was scary. And I have not beat Tears of the Kingdom. I'm pretty much there.
Yeah.
But again, I don't want to fight Ganon. I've seen plenty of streamers do it.
Yeah.
I've got Rex if anybody wants, but to who I would suggest you watch. But yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah. Yeah, like I understand that there are people that would want to do that, but I'm just kind of not one of them. Can you pluck yet? You cannot pluck yet, Ochi. You apparently will eat Pikmin at this point.
I like show up to that base camp at the near Hyrule Castle, and they're like, "Link, we've got to defeat Ganon," and I'm like, "Nah, that's okay.
Nah,
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go customize my house a little bit."
Yeah, exactly. You know, I appreciate you can have a house, don't get me wrong, but also, I still don't know what the point of having a house is, if I'm being completely honest.
Well, because Zelda took ours.
Yeah, but
Zelda took the one we bought.
I'm never home. Like,
this
isn't fucking Animal Crossing. Why do I need a house?
I know. The one that Zelda stole from us is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I would have been more than happy to stay in that one. Zelda had other ideas.
Yeah. It's her house now.
She is the princess. So.
Yeah. Yeah, is this what they talk about when they start talking about, like, eminent domain and stuff like that for the government? Unlawful seizure.
Link tries to be like, "Hey, that's my house." She's like, "I'm the government, bitch."
Clearly, that's exactly how it went. Like, what? Who are you going to argue with? She's a motherfucking princess of Hyrule. Like,
I think the more realistic thing that would have happened was Zelda being like, "This is my house now," and Link going,
"Okay,
yes, ma'am."
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Anything for you?
Yeah. Did you ever end up playing the what was it? It was like the prequel that was not actually a prequel.
No, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But I don't think so.
I played some of it. I haven't finished it because I don't like some of the combat on it. Like, I can't. I appreciate that they gave me a game that I can play as Zelda and fight. Hyrule Warriors. But it was the Age of Calamity one.
Yes.
Yeah, I appreciate that they give me something that, like, I can play as Zelda and fight, but that gameplay was not it.
Yeah.
I've heard that the original Hyrule Warriors is really good, though.
Yeah, I think I've played that one before, because I got really excited about being Linkle.
Look, she's cute.
She's so cute. I don't care what anybody says. She's very attractive.
Adorable.
I love her, and I want that outfit still. I wanted the outfit the first time I saw it. I want the outfit now.
Plus, like, Zelda's outfit in that one, top tier character design. Like, I'm sorry, the exposed legs in the dress, like, I'm too gay for that. Sorry. I can appreciate a pretty lady, and, like, she is top tier in that. I always meant to pick it up, but just never did.
Yeah.
I loved Fire Emblem Warriors. I've played that one several times. That's my game, my go-to when I'm mad at something and need to hit something.
Yeah.
Because I don't own Super Smash Brothers
Begin.
Mm-hmm.
for my Switch, so I have to pull out the entire GameCube, and that just is a lot when I'm angry.
Yeah, that is a lot.
'Cause I think the last Super Smash Brothers I actually owned was Melee.
Yeah.
I might own a copy of Brawl somewhere.
I think I played Brawl. My brother always had the game, and then we'd play. And
Yeah.
well, I think the last time I consciously remember playing Smash Brothers, he was playing online with some friends,
Uh-huh.
and they were all like, "Hey, do you want to come play with us for a couple rounds?" And then I couldn't hear them because they were all in my brother's headset, and so I'm just like sitting there also playing. And apparently they shit talked me for button mashing the whole time, and I was like, "Get out of here!" Like teasing, like not
Yeah.
like mean, but it was like, fuck.
It's Super Smash Brothers. Like, we're not all professional players.
I'm not gonna strategize.
No.
This is not that kind of game for me.
Sorry, I have a life.
Also, we've seen how I play Baldur's Gate. I don't strategize
Yeah.
when it comes to games. Like, I just am there to vibe and have a good time. I don't want to put in more effort than necessary.
Yeah. I will say, like, there's some people that are really good at Baldur's Gate combat, and don't get me wrong, I really like the game, but I think the combat is just not my thing, which is
Yeah.
probably more of a D&D problem than it is like a Larian problem.
Yeah.
Like-
For me, in trying to learn how to like DM for combat,
Yeah.
it's like I find it so frustrating. It's like I definitely mod the shit out of what my rules are. Like they're definitely nowhere near like your standard like
Yeah.
it's not fun when you lose.
Yeah.
Like I don't want it to be a cakewalk either.
Mhm.
But it's kind of that's part of why like I'm really excited about all the mods.
Yeah.
On console now, it's like, it's like I don't want it to be a absolute breeze, but at the same time, if I can't pass a fight on the second or maybe third try,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna have a good time.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, especially for something like Baldur's Gate, you can enjoy it so many different ways that it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If you don't like a certain section of it, you should be able to mod it out.
Yeah.
All right, who do we have? We have Dingo! We have a Rescue Corps officer!
Boop, boop.
He's an officer who excels at solo missions. He's not a joiner by nature, but he'll show up and lend his physical abilities when need be. I knew it! I knew he was tough enough to make it! Dingo is a skilled ranger, even though he doesn't use a rescue pup. He specializes in solo missions, you see. One thing's for certain, rescue missions should be a lot easier with his help. They're not, really. He wants to come in and, like, give me advice, and you've heard me take advice. So. I am annoying like that. I cannot be persuaded to do things the proper way. Alright, do we have everything here? We do. Really quick, we have time to get some more Pikmin drunk. But yeah, no, like, I love Baldur's Gate 3, obviously. I've played it several times now. But there are things that I would change, but combat is definitely one of them. Just, I would prefer more of like an RPG style of combat or there's some games, I'm actually playing through the original Baldur's Gate, and there's a story mode that, like, everything is very easy to fight. I don't know even if I have to hit them more than once, and so there's like very easy combat. I have no inventory limits, so I
Mhm.
can carry as much shit as I want as long as it fits in my 20 squares. This is a
Yeah.
very old game, you can tell. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I tried turning the difficulty up and had no problems with the combat, but the trying to think about figuring out weights for items, that was not going to happen. All right, star-shaped metals. Russ tinkered with the appraisal AI. Now you'll be able to see when you've collected all the treasures in a series.
Oh,
Gee, there's a resonance in the wave patterns for treasures of the same type that lets us extract even more sparklium.
oh.
Can't say that I get the science behind it, but sounds like we should try to collect complete series. All right, so what did we get this time? We got the personal injury plank,
Ah.
the memory fragment, top right,
Mhm.
the stately rubber cutie, the detective's truth seeker, and the unlimited locomotive.
Cool.
All right, and 100% in that one. That's why I'm a little bit excited. Dragon Age: The Veilguard just came out, and I've not really played a ton of the other Dragon Age games, but they've been sort of equated a lot to Baldur's Gate 3. But I've heard the
Mhm.
combat is fantastic, so
Mm.
maybe I'll enjoy it a little bit better.
Yeah, no, the kind of backtracking
Mhm.
on the same conversation of the weights,
Yeah,
like carrying limits, in making sure that like, because I know like I've like when I was looking up on the rules, like there's some like DMs that are like, oh, you have to, you have to make sure you have food and shit. And it's like I'm
Yeah.
not gonna.
No.
We're gonna say, you're eating. When you go to bed, everything restores. Like, we're not gonna fuck around with that.
Yeah.
It's different, like within like Baldur's Gate, when you can collect those things and you can actually see, and you're using up the food that you're collecting when you do a full rest. But like in an actual like tabletop setting, like that's not what my brain needs to be worrying about.
No. I mean, plus I think that there is something like it's a game mechanic, right? And like, yes, if you put it in your tabletop, it would still technically be a game mechanic. But would it be necessarily a useful game mechanic? I guess if you really like to sit there and think about what's in your bag.
Yeah.
But what tabletop player is actually thinking about that?
Yeah. Well, and that's where it's like, that's one of the things that I do like about like Dungeons and Dragons and other like tabletop gaming like that, where like you do have that flexibility, right? Like it's the framework.
Yeah.
And like it's not because you're using so much of your imagination, unless you're also doing like minis and stuff. Like you don't have the ease of that being part of the visual presentation of the game.
Yeah.
That like a video game gives you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I think like when you're in a video game, the game automatically kind of tells you what is important. But that's because the game has a specific plot that you have to stick to.
Yes.
Whereas you as the DM, you have complete control. You could veer off any campaign in half a second, and suddenly other things would be important.
Yeah.
So, all right. Why do we not have everyone back? What the fuck are they doing? They're still transporting. That's fine. You were loud. Love when you can hear them just working. All right. They're going for it. They're working on it. Bashing it with their heads, but, and now you know why Pikmin don't have brain cells.
Head trauma.
Yeah, exactly. There we go.
I totally forgot to ask this before we started recording. Are we sticking to our usual 2?
Yeah, I've just been sort of going as long as I feel like, so.
Oh, okay.
There's no No limits on anything. I think I did 1.5 the other day.
Okay.
I've
I
done
just
2.
wanted it, if you were sticking to 2, it's like, okay, I've been keeping an eye on the time just because that's what I normally do during stream anyway.
Yeah.
But I forgot to ask you before, so
Yeah, no, you're good.
now everybody on gets to
Everyone gets to know the answer to that, which is
Everyone gets to
probably...
know.
I mean, they'll figure it out based on the video
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
in theory.
Okay. Yeah.
I will say it is kind of nice. I can stop the recording,
Yeah.
pause it if I need to do things like go get water because I forgot to get water last time.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. It ended up being fine, but it was like, okay, and I am reading so much and my throat is so dry.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit nicer than being on stream and being very aware that people are watching and
Yeah.
just leaving.
Yes.
I know that there are like big streamers who take breaks and intermissions and stuff like that, but I'd be so nervous, like having people wait on me.
Yeah.
Which, granted, I am just that type of person anyways. I hate having people wait on me.
Yeah.
I think it's the time blindness that I've got. Like, I can't tell exactly when, like, how long people are waiting on me.
Yeah.
Like, I can tell if I count the minutes, but, like, there's no internal time clock here.
Mm-hmm. Like, there has to be a conscious effort on your part to... Even more so than
Yeah.
what, would be a normal or an average person would consider conscious effort.
There they go. Oh, guess I sent Ochi with it too. Good boy. He has no nose. I'm very concerned. Like,
Yeah, I noticed that in his design earlier, and it was just like, okay.
he has no nose and 2 legs. So it kind of feels like he's missing some important parts, but he's still cute, so...
Yeah.
He's still my little bestie. He gets so excited when I get up for the day. And that's all that matters. Alright. What are we gonna find up here? Dirt. Oh, there's a cave up there. I'm going to screw them up because they are still moving, but that's okay. Okay, Aquiferous Summit. I think that's how you say that, Aquiferous. I found a hole that should lead out to the top of the mountain, but the inside was more convoluted than expected, and only now do I see a light at the end of the tunnel. If I ever make it out of this place, I'll deserve a good rest. It's fine. I am a master explorer. I have a dog with me. It's fine. We'll make it out. I keep waiting for a new Pikmin game.
Yeah.
This was my personal game of the year when it came out, 2023, I think. There were a lot of good games that year. There are a lot of good games this year, too, so...
Yeah.
It's always interesting as we near the end of the year, you know, like, how actually did things go during the year? Did we get all the good games that we thought? Did things go differently, et cetera, et cetera?
Yeah.
That look back, I think, is always interesting.
I honestly don't think I could tell you any games that I know. Well, no, there's one game. Now that I said it out loud, there's one game I'm excited for that should be coming out next year. But it's like, the last couple of years, it's been like a couple that I'm like, ooh, yes, this sounds like my jam.
Yeah.
Next year, it's just Tales of the Shire.
Okay.
Lord of the Rings game.
Yeah.
It basically sounds like Animal Crossing for hobbits. And that's right up my alley. But I don't know any other games that are coming out next year that sound interesting to me.
I know, I'm trying to think of anything that's coming out next year. I'll be completely honest, I used to be really on to, like, game news, and these days I don't watch it as much.
Yeah.
just because there's so much stuff in the industry. And also, like, sometimes there are really great games that I don't know about until they come out, like Astrobot. Absolutely loved that game. That was fantastic. I had no idea it was coming out until I was seeing all the pre-reviews for it of everyone else saying it was fantastic.
Yeah. Now, one of the last weekend trips that I took over the last couple months, one of them, I don't remember which one now. Doesn't matter. Sorry. That's the loop my brain gets stuck in, is the, like, I have to give you more details. No, you don't.
No, yeah.
Like, stop it. So that was me actively, like, trying to get myself out of that loop. Anyway, so one of the weekends I was gone over the last couple months, my brother did a, like, all-night, like, run of Baldur's Gate. And he was so, like, hyped up from that he finished with Astrobots, and he loves that game.
It's so good.
Like, it helped him kind of, like, come down from
I can imagine.
Matches.
Yeah, it was. I'm not a huge fan of platformers. Like, I play them. I play sort of the big ones, you know, Mario and stuff like that. But there is something I think very special, especially these days when everything is so focused on being multi-platform. That game definitely makes use of, like, every single thing on your PlayStation controller. It's so cool.
Yeah.
There were several times I was sitting there playing it going, holy shit, this is so cool. It's gorgeous too, so, you know.
Yeah. That always helps.
Yeah. It's not a super long game. That was my big criticism, was that it could have been longer for me. Which is very odd for me because, again, I'm not much of a platform player, but it was so much fun. I loved it. I know that they're doing, like, speed run rounds and stuff like that, and people are really good at that kind of stuff. It's not really my thing.
Yeah.
I was more interested in, again, the exploration aspects of that kind of stuff. I love that. So. All right. Let's drop some of these gates. Yeah, I think that's the... I've been looking at people's Game of the Year predictions, and I think that's the only one that I've actually played this year that is appearing pretty regularly on them.
Alright, let's see. What games are coming out in 2025? Looks like we're getting a new Pokemon.
Ooh.
Pokemon Legends Z-A.
Oh, that one got announced ages ago. That's right. That Game Freak was taking extra time on that one. Because there for ages they... Oh. What the fuck was that sound? You know, we had the yearly Pokemon releases, which then they got criticized for having bad products. So,
Yeah.
which I don't think ever any of the Pokemon games were bad per se. They were just not genre-defying, you know, game-breaking, etc., etc. So, all right, checking the ID. I hope it's another rescue officer like our doctor or pirate lit. Nope, it's an animal enthusiast. His name is Dalmo. His home planet is Sozor. He loves animals and they love him. A researcher at heart, his passion for other creatures is as genuine as a smile. That man is not smiling in that picture. He appears to be an animal enthusiast. He must have seen the voyage log and came here looking for new species. Luckily, we found him before he got, well, eaten. How many civilians decided it'd be a good idea to go traipsing off to this planet? Did they think this was some kind of hot new tourist destination or something? Considering the rescue corps needed rescued from it. probably says a lot.
I'm looking at GameSpot
Okay.
and just the different games, and they're all like games that it's like, yeah, okay, I know of these games, but they're
Mhm.
just not ones that I've been drawn to. Like there's a new Spider-Man that's coming out,
Mhm.
Assassin's Creed.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, there's Tales of the Shire. Tales of the Shire is supposed to come out in March. Hell
Nice.
yeah. PC and consoles, perfect. I was like, that was the one thing I was like, I'm gonna be so upset. It's
Yeah.
just, I've tried to be a PC gamer, and it's not for me.
I think I would be okay with the PC portion as long as it had a controller. I have a
Yes.
huge problem with keyboard and mouse. I can't.
That's
hate
my
it.
problem too, is the keyboard controls. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, if I hooked up a controller, I think I'd be fine. Which
Yeah.
is, yeah, so literally my issue has been the keyboard.
Yeah.
If it's not point and click like the PC games I used to play as a child, it's more complicated than that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a hard time with it.
I don't remember what I was playing the other day that I was sitting there going, you would really like this control scheme. Because it was fixed camera, and I know that you don't necessarily like using the right stick for things. But I don't remember what game it was.
I do get overwhelmed when I can move the camera too much. Especially when you're trying to do something like with precision.
Yeah.
Like, it stresses me out.
Damn it. How dare you move? There we go. Ah, that was so ugly, but that's okay. Yeah, I wish I could remember what I was playing.
It'll
I
come
have
back to you eventually.
eventually, yeah. I need to stop playing like 8 games at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the original Baldur's Gate, I've got it on PlayStation, but you can tell it used to be a PC game.
Yeah.
All right. Huh? Look at that red nectar. I wonder. All right, ultra spicy spray. A spray consisting of red nectar infused with ultra spicy compounds. Side effects still unknown. I believe this is that ultra spicy nectar that was mentioned in the voyage log. Keep that sample sealed up in a bottle so it won't spill in your pack. There's a decent amount of ultra spicy essence there. It should be useful. All right. Everyone drunk? All right, we are good. Well, fine then. Guess we won't do too much more then. We'll just grab some more Pikmin before we go. So we have to make it home before night because the creatures get aggressive at night. But if I leave Pikmin out, then they will get eaten. And I have to leave them behind. So that's what that little counter is. Why do I always put too many Pikmin on those 5s? There we go. Alright, so rather than waiting for it to count down, we'll just end the day. For real this time. Alright, and off we go! Everyone back in the damn onion! Alright, let's see how we did. Every time I play this now, I think of the sushi collaboration that we went to.
Yeah.
It was so good, but oh my god, I was so full afterwards. But I got a t-shirt out of it.
Hell yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, it looked very good. The photos that you sent me looked
Mhm.
fantastic.
It was very tasty. All right. We got some Sparklium. And... Da-da-da-da! Alright, and we expanded our radar search range. If we're going to restore the SS Shepherd's radar and expand our search area, we need you to go out and gather more Sparklium. This will expand our range and help us pick up distant SOS signals. Let's give it a spin. Almost done. Huzzah! We've detected multiple SOS signals. I hope this gets us closer to finding our missing officers and Captain Olimar. Make a record of that right away, Colin. Alright, how'd we do day 3? We rescued 3 whole people.
Woohoo!
Which means Otzi got 3 pup drive. We got quite a few items, actually. We completed a series. Yay! We gathered a lot of Sparklium. Over 1,500, so we doubled our stuff from yesterday. Okay, so we got the Mama Doll head and an empty vase for the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
We have the Aspiration Ritual Pole for the Kendama, the Orb of Destruction Baseball, the Sunseed Berry. We saw the Personal Injury Plank and all of that. The Crane is the Skin of the Phoenix. We got the top left Memory Fragment. And yeah, we got some talismans. We're up to 67% in that area. Yay!
Honey.
Well, Captain, we did it. We finally found our ranger, Dingo. Can't believe I had to be saved by the newbie. I'm losing my edge. We're just glad to see you made it back safe and sound, Dingo. Are you hurt at all? Oh, not at all, Captain. I'm just, touched that you care. This table does not seem to be structurally sound. It's missing screws. But Science Guy could stand to worry a little more. That reminds me, Captain. I have some information regarding our pilot. Really? Do you know his whereabouts? Great work, Dingo. No. That's not exactly... You must be exhausted from all that forced sleep you had. We'll go over the details tomorrow. Go get some rest. Uh-huh. Oh, you got it, Captain. She cares about my physical state. That means she cares. Oh, before you hit the hay, please be sure to review all the details related to our rescue mission so you're fully prepared. Is that really necessary? All right. And day 3 is done.
Woohoo!
All right, day 4. Look at my puppy. He's so excited. I don't know if we sleep in or why everyone else gets up earlier than us, but... Which, granted, I do sleep in, so... Dingo, is it true that you encountered our pilot while stranded? Well, yeah. I ran into Bernard at some point, but then he got, snatched up by a leaf creature. Leaf? What? We saw the leaf creature pick someone else and toss them onto a big pup. Bernard and I tried to follow, but we were too late. They dragged the castaway into a cave, and suddenly there were growing leaves too. Really? You think I'd lie about this? Who is this character anyway? The one who saved your ass. So then the leaf creature in charge spotted us. We got out of there as fast as we could, or at least that's what I thought. When I turned around, Bernard was gone. Maybe he didn't make it out, or maybe he got turned into a leafling too. A leafling? Oh, that's what me and Bernard started calling them. It's much faster to say leafling than leaf creature. There's too many L's in that, man. Catchy, isn't it? What or who are these leaflings? But first things first, we need to find and rescue our pilot. Officers, to your stations, please. Copy that. Alright, let's go see what Russ has. Yeah, creature guy's asking for me. Alright, gear and items. What you got? Let's get started. We have the idle counter. We're actually going to pick that up. That'll tell me how many Pikmin are idle. And you know what? We'll pick up the headlamp too. That just lights up areas. Might be a good thing to see.
Mm-hmm.
Just maybe. Alright. My name's Dalmo. The moment I heard about the creatures of this planet, I knew I had to come learn more about them. I dream of compiling everything we learn about the ecology of each fierce little darling here into some sort of field guide. Alright, so you can see what we have seen. If I hadn't gotten stranded, imagine how many cute little critters I would have encountered by now. It's almost embarrassing that I came here to learn about them and haven't laid eyes on a single one. Wait, you must encounter all sorts of creatures on your explorations. Please tell me everything about them. Naturally, I'll prepare a token of my gratitude. Anything to learn more about of these sweet feral muffins.
Sweet feral muffins.
Yes. I mean, considering these are the creatures that we're talking about, like, yes, a sweet feral muffin.
I see it.
The Pikmin do qualify too, so. How could you possibly pull yourself away from these charming creatures? Come see me when you're ready to take another look. Yeah, so cute, so charming. Alright, then we have the florist. Hiya there, the name's Kingsley. I run a flower shop back home. I actually came to this planet to find rare flowers, and then things took a turn. One second I'm gazing at a glorious bud, and the next thing I know I'm stranded. So yeah, I've had enough adventure for the time being. I don't think I'll be doing much more exploring around here. Okay, give me your quest. It's been intense, but I can't just give up completely. I still want to leave this planet more flowery than it was when I got here. That's where you come in. You gotta help me bloom a whole lot of Pikmin flowers. Let's fill this world with blossoms. What's in it for you? Well, do this for me, and I'll give you my glorious stone collection. What do you say, we got a deal? Sure. I'd bloom them anyways. Mutually beneficial. Alright, Dingo. You can all relax now, Dingo's back. I don't know how the rescue corps made it this long without me. Guess I'll find out soon enough, since the captain's making me rest up a bit before I get back into action. Bitch. Okay, Tenderfoot, let's see what you're made of. Don't give me that look. You can handle some extra credit work. Check out every inch of this planet until you've explored each area 100%. Okay. Bitch. Alright, let's teach Ochi something while we're doing it. Alright, what shall we teach him today? We are going to teach him command level 3, so he can now gather Pikmin for me when I throw them places and forget where they are.
Yes.
Good boy, Ochi. Alright, here, Ochi, you get another scrummy bone. Yeah, no slacking. Alright, let's head out again. Alright, I'm picking some signals that may be coming from other castaways in the most recently discovered area. There could be a stranded rescue officer out there. We're counting on you to rescue them. Preferably very soon. Y'all get to go at my pace, sorry. Alright, which area would you like to explore? You giving us a choice this time, Colin? We get a choice! We also have Blossoming in Arcadia.
Not just the illusion.
Not just the illusion. Right. Would you like to do some more of Sunspeckled Terrace? Would you like to go to Blossoming Arcadia?
Let's check out Blossoming Arcadia.
All right, let's go. Bye-bye. You know, it kind of surprises me. I don't know of any other games like this. Like, if you think about things like Animal Crossing, you've got other games like Stardew Valley and other ones, and so you've got all these different genres and games that play slightly differently. I don't know anything that plays like this one, which is sad because I love it. So, just let me go out and explore and carry shit. All right,
Save a couple people.
Yeah, exactly. I get to be a hero at the same time. Everyone gets to Sing my praises. I now have a rival.
What the fuck? Oh, that's us.
That's us.
What's that? That's not originally what I was thinking of when I wasn't like, what the fuck? But then that also happens.
Yeah. Okay, welcome to Blossoming Arcadia. The possibilities just got a lot cooler. The possibilities of what? Okay. We always go gather Pikmin first, because they're important. Okay. There's a lot of areas to discover. Ooh, I think that leaf is going to try to attack me. That was a wild sentence to say out loud. I'm so sorry. That's a monster. It's not just that the leaves... Leaves? Leaf. Yeah, it's not... Oh. Oh, yep, there you are. Thought they had me in the first half. Not gonna lie. Alright. Let's make ourselves a bridge. Okay, how do I still have one that... Oh. Because he's just hanging out over there. Okay, we are good. No one needs bloomed. Y'all are busy. I'm gonna jump up on this ledge and see what's in here. Oh, there's a weird fucking dog up there. Alright, everyone finish building your shit so I can go check out the weird dog. Coming. You can do it. There we go. Alright. We're good over there. They've transported that. Hello! Puppy!
That dog has a nose.
It,
Or no, it doesn't.
It does not have a nose. It's
It
just
looked.
green.
It looked like it did.
I assume maybe it was the little antenna
Maybe.
in the right place or something.
I think it's a shadow, honestly.
Might be that too. Red alert, we have another castaway. And next to them, could that be the leafling that attacked Dingo? Yeah, that's definitely them. Which means that could be Bernard on the ground next to them. Don't be a bitch. Whoever it is, we can't let them get turned into a leafling. Follow them. Okay. All right, we have trial run. Rescue the kidnapped castaway. My one Pikmin in my squad right now. Huh? What's going on here? The Pikmin aren't following for some reason. Guess you two are on your own. Good luck, Kels. You too, Ochi. Oh, I get to go first this time? How nice of you, Colin. Just gonna ice
You've
this man
heard you
out.
complaining about it.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit. I fucked up.
As he should. I rescued his ass.
You did.
I mean, granted, Ochi did most of the work, but I told him to do it. What is this place? I guess we can figure that out later. For now, let's focus on finding that castaway. I see them! Over there! That's probably not good. Oh. Now they're a leaf. What in the world? Those who do not embrace Dandori cannot survive this planet. But if they grow the leaves, they will thrive. You, skin-having one, do you believe you do not need the leaves? I will test your abilities to see if this is true. I invite you to face me in Dandori battle. I have provided the Pikmin you will need to support you in the challenges ahead. Listen closely. Find objects and transport them back to your base within the time limit. To win, collect the highest total combined weight. If you wish to retrieve your castaway, prove that your Dandori abilities are superior to mine. Oh, I will. Now the Dandori battle begins. Alright, let's beat this bitch. First, I need more Pikmin, though. Cool, you won't be holding back, sure. Neither will I. Alright. I am out of Pikmin again. I forget why I hate this one. I have so few Pikmin. What's it? You can dig. You're a dog.
I know, Maverick. There's a dog barking outside, so that's what mine are reacting to. Thank you. I know, I heard him.
Oi!
Maverick, but, you know, you're having a good enough stream. I must scream now.
Yes. Leave Ochi alone! Bitches. Then they just stood there.
No help.
No, absolutely zero help. Here, Ochi, take down that dog. Attack dog.
Maverick.
Now I'm just gonna be an asshole. Because I can. And when have I ever not been? Can't get stuff. Oh, damn it. Didn't do that fast enough. Here, fight that. Okay, y'all, why are you doing my shit? Leave my shit alone. Here, Ochi, take that strawberry. We got this. These bitches will not know what hit them. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, you know what I'm actually going to do? If you continue like this, you will lose. You were going to lose no matter what. The illusion. Oh, didn't realize that I did not have enough Pikmin on there. Oops. Don't know where we were throwing there. Okay, now do I have 24 Pikmin sitting idle? Where are you all? Fairly decisive victory. Not as good as it could be, but... So in order to get a platinum medal, you have to get over 100 above. Which is much easier when, like, Ochi can carry more and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's pretty easy to generally get a platinum on this one. Alright, the strength of your Dandori power is magnificent. I will return this one to you. Okay, what am I supposed to do with that, though? Are they just going to be a leaf person for the rest of their life? They just left? Who in space and time was that? Well, whoever they are, they weren't lying. Your Dandori talents were on full display. Now let's get this castaway out of here. Thank you. I appreciate it. Dandori Master. I was saying last stream that sometimes I will, like when I'm doing regular tasks at work and stuff like that, if I feel like I'm multitasking really well, I'm a Dandori Master. Huh? They really are growing leaves out of their head. They seem to be suffering from the same condition as that leafy individual you just challenged. Transport them back to the SS Beagle right away. Okay. As you wish. One more. Alright. Ooh, 12. I'll take that. Another one. These fuckers. We good? We good. Okay, just need to make sure that this path is clear so that the Pikmin can get up it. Okay. We are good. Let's build ourselves a bridge. I just can't get over the fact that they have leaves growing out of their head. And their face is all, well, bushy. Let's check their ID info. Error, home planet PNF 404. I assume that is either page not found or planet not found. Error, unable to read data.
What?
What's this? Unable to read data? They should have biometric authentication, but this is definitely an issue. How are we supposed to find out who this is? Alright, so we are building that bridge. Forgot I wasn't riding on Ochi. I'm just over here making him lunge off a cliff. It's fine. Totally normal thing to do to your dog. Okay. So we have that bridge. Everyone's got flour. Actually, let's continue to search a little closer to home. So going back to our earlier conversation about games coming out, maybe I am weird for this, but I personally don't actually like seeing like games or anticipating games for too long.
Yeah.
Like, I hate it when they announce a game that has like just started being developed and it's going to take years to come out. Like, I'm not gonna be hyped for that long. I don't care what game it is. I like a lot of games, but there's gonna be other stuff that comes out in that time, and I can't care that much.
Well, it's kind of hard when, like, yeah, you're so hyped for something for so long, and then, like, if it's not what you thought it was going to be or what they were advertising.
Yeah. Well, plus, like, there's the issue of when games come out and, or, you know, they're scheduled to come out and then they get canceled.
Yeah.
Because then you've done all that waiting for what?
Yes.
And I get it, like, awful things happen and all that, but, you know, this isn't a commentary on, you know, well, games should never be canceled, or whatever, but I can't be excited when I know it can be canceled. Don't put me through that. Alright. Found another cave. Drafty gallery. Beneath the passage, all I can see is an interminable darkness. I tossed a pebble into the abyss, but never heard it hit the ground. I must proceed with caution here. I don't want any Pikmin accidentally thrown to their demise, let alone shaken off by some creature. Yeah, I've done that before on accident. Maybe once or twice. But yeah, like, tell me when your game is like 6 months from coming out.
Yeah.
Don't tell me 2 years. from it coming out.
Yeah, no, I think 6 months, or like guaranteed. We're just finishing it up. It's coming
Mhm.
out next year. When I first heard about Tales of the Shire, it was like, yeah, coming soon, and it was coming soon for like fucking ever, and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I just want to know when I can play
Yeah.
Hobbits. Please
Exactly.
let me play a Hobbit.
Oops. Oop. Please excuse me as I just show that I apparently can't play this game. There we go. Oh, that didn't work out. Okay, that almost didn't work out. Shouldn't have worked out. I got lucky, but that's okay. Yeah, and like I get, especially in the age of like Kickstarters and stuff like that, where, they have to tell you, like if your game is crowdfunded and stuff like that. I understand those. But yeah, like AAA studios, y'all don't need to tell me.
Yeah.
Surprise me. Make me get excited when all of a sudden, like, you just drop your game, like, yeah, we're doing this great sequel to XYZ.
Yeah.
Plus, there's all that negativity that starts out early on of people who sit there and try to guess how it's going to go.
Yeah.
And it's like, everyone just chill.
It's kind of like with like friggin' like Marvel announcing like all of their projects and shit.
Yeah.
You get people that are like, why are you making a movie about blah, blah, blah?
Mhm.
And it's like, just maybe a year or two. When you start production, man,
Yeah.
tell us then. I don't
Exactly.
need to know what your 2030 plan is.
Yeah. I think that the weirdest thing about Marvel doing that for me is that they are so, or at least they used to be very strict with those NDAs, despite the fact that they kept having actors who would leak it. Which, like, yeah, people make mistakes. It happens. But, like, y'all are kind of inviting that if you tell us all when something's coming out, we can do math.
Yeah.
Not very well, but we can generally do math. I think Marvel, for me, there's too much coming out.
Yeah.
I'm so fatigued.
Well, we've definitely talked about that
Yeah.
before. I'm sure on stream at some point, maybe. I don't
Mhm.
know, but in real life, definitely. I think they really shot themselves in the foot with just because there's no way that was going to be a sustainable model.
No.
Like at the beginning, it was super great, getting all these projects and getting all these characters, and like it was really fun and exciting. But it's like after like years of that, and also watching quality go down,
Yeah.
and then you get like shows like, personally for me, like Miss Marvel that like gets a lot of like hate that was actually like really fun,
Yeah.
and you get shows like freaking yeah, anyway,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's just, I think that's an insane thing to try to keep up, and I know that they're slowing down and people are giving them shit for it, and it's like, no, I would much rather you release less projects and actually, give a shit about them.
Yeah. I mean, it's wild because it feels almost like Marvel and like fan shows in general have kind of replaced the sitcom.
Yeah.
Where it used to be that you would have a sitcom that ran for like 7 or 8 or 10 years. And at that point, like you would kind of learn and grow with them. And it seems like they've decided that fandom shows are the way to go there so that you can tell a whole bunch of different character stories. And I don't think it works, personally.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that wasn't what I thought that was going to do, but
I think I'm okay with like shows having like a limited runtime when like they actually do achieve there's the story. Like,
Yeah.
there's an actual like story arc that happened there.
Mhm.
Like, so an example, I highly recommend, and I don't know if you've watched this yet, but Kevin Can Fuck Himself.
I have not. I've heard about it.
Yes, it's fantastic. And it's only got 2 seasons, and kind of like similarly to other shows that I think, like Gravity Falls to me has a really good, like, it's got 2 seasons, it ended on its own terms,
Mhm.
like, and it finished its storyline. Kevin Can Fuck Himself is the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, there could be more story there,
Yeah.
but I think the way that it ends is fairly satisfying
Yeah.
story-wise. And so it's like I'd rather, you know, and so much anymore, like, the creators aren't really even getting the opportunity
Mhm.
to like actually finish their stories, because you
Yeah.
get like shows like Chaos
Mhm.
that definitely has way more story there,
Yeah.
that only got 1 season, and it wasn't even out that long before Netflix announced that they're not doing the second one.
Netflix has a problem where they just cancel things quickly. I will never not be mad about Santa Clarita Diet.
Yeah, honestly, that's such a good show.
I love that show. And to hear it was canceled after they announced the new season, even. Like, how
Yeah.
dare you? How dare all of you? Yeah, it's kind of weird because, like, if you think about some of the biggest shows, in sort of our generation, or from what I understand to be the biggest shows of our generation, since I didn't necessarily grow up with some of them, things like Friends and Modern Family. I think one of the reasons why those do so well is because you got like 10 or 11 seasons of it. So you actually got to see the characters grow.
Well, and it also stuck to the old school, like 22 episode season runtime too. So like you have shorter episodes, but there's like 20 episodes.
Yeah.
Which I definitely miss. I think that's one of the things. I think, to me, Agatha all along and WandaVision are exceptions to this. But I think that's the runtime that Marvel gives its shows is an issue that I have, of like,
Yeah.
it's only like 6 to 9 episodes.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, but like, it's not.
Yeah.
You could have easily spent just as much and had more, like, you could have had more episodes here,
Yeah.
and I would have sat through them, and there could have been more development of the story there.
Well, and I think one of the biggest issues with that is the fact that they have so many characters that you are all of a sudden expected to care about in those. And I don't think it would be as big of an issue if they didn't have massive casts. You know, if you had 2 or 3 characters, that's one thing, right?
Yeah.
But if you have, 10 characters and 8 episodes, you don't even have an episode per character.
Yeah.
And so then everyone just feels unfinished.
Yeah. I do think that that's one of the things that I like about What If.
Yeah.
The concept of What If is like, I can spend just an episode in this scenario.
Yeah.
And move on. There are plenty of them that it's like, no, I would have loved to learn more about that.
Yeah.
But.
Well, I think that there's also the art of just doing fan fiction is being lost. The number of people that are demanding that creators include certain things. Like, don't get me wrong, representation is fantastic, but also like they're trying to tell a story and in 6 episodes. Oh shit, I think I put the wrong Pikmin out there. Like, we can't have a wedding for absolutely every single series. Write a fucking fan fiction about it, man.
Right.
That's what we used to do in the old days.
Back in my day.
Yeah, back in my day. If you didn't like how something was, you just wrote fan fiction to retcon it. Sorry.
Yeah. Process your feelings like an adult.
Exactly. And write them kissing. Like, the entire internet has functioned off of this for years. Decades.
Have an AO3 history that you don't want to have to tell anyone in your real life about, and move on with your day.
Just make sure that in your will it stipulates who is responsible for
Deleting that.
deleting it. So, you know. This isn't that hard.
Getting me started on, fanfiction.net or, Tumblr.
Yeah.
Ugh.
The funniest thing is that I came to fanfiction, I came to AO3 late, because I started out on fanfiction.net, and actually, I don't, other than the fact that the fanfic on it, like, weirdly skewed straight, which I never quite, even now, I don't fully understand. That's just a weird phenomenon to me. Like, the tagging could have been better, don't get me wrong. But I never thought it was actually that bad. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Everything's on fire. Sorry. Oh, just tail is burning.
How'd you know?
Put it out with me. Well, stop talking to me and I will. Whoops.
Sorry, Ochi.
Sorry, Ochi. Sorry, Pikmin. Sure, that was really comfortable for everyone involved. Here, let's see if we can get everyone some juice. There you go. See, you're all fine.
Drunk.
You got
Get him
juice.
drunk, it'll
Yeah.
Feel better. Not real life advice.
Yeah.
You want to do that to yourself?
Yeah,
Fine.
feel
But
free.
your minions, no.
Yeah. If you have small plant-like creatures, probably don't just hit them up with rum. Yeah. Solves a lot of problems, but does also create some problems. Can you do it from this side, or does it have to be from the other side? See, they were singing for 2 seconds.
Yeah. I just thought it was chanting because it was so, it just ended so fast. Like, all right, we're just chanting now.
Nah.
What is singing if not chanting?
True. Alright. Alright, do we have everything? We have everything. Everyone drunk. We're all good. Okay. Don't know where I lost a Pikmin. Probably set it on fire at one point. It's fine. Okay. But yeah, no, I occasionally look at the discourse online, and all these people saying things that they'd like in shows. It's like, just write it. You can do it.
There are many a show that I like. Okay, we're not going to out ourselves about that.
Oh, come on.
There are shows that I will not watch specific seasons of on reruns or rewatches because it's like the version of how this went is so different in my head now. One show, I literally had to Google it because they had, so this character in the show is musically inclined, but in every other fanfic they're the lead singer in their band, and it's is that real? It's not. That's a fic thing, and I was like, oh. I just was convinced it was real for a little bit.
Look, sometimes there are things about fanfic that it's one thing will all of a sudden make an entire character. A character mentions a food one time, and that poor character will never eat anything else in fanfiction. All right, we found Francois from Oji. For years, the scholar's been working to achieve his lifelong dream, reaching mutual understanding with plant life. I think they might need some brain cells first, but The research task force. I had no idea there were researchers stranded here too.
Colin, there's all kinds of people being stranded here.
Exactly. Don't judge.
We don't discriminate. Everybody can be stranded.
Yes. Look, everyone is allowed to make bad decisions and go on vacation in a dangerous place. Don't discriminate. Oh, I didn't realize there was a treasure over there. Whoops. Alright. You all get drunk while I go transport this magic 2-ball. It doesn't quite have the same ring to it, but... Looks like there was not enough alcohol in the club. Sorry, y'all. I will say, there is one type of fan fiction that I'm glad died, and it's the reader insert. Not necessarily like the whole concept of, genre of like reader insert, but the like your name in parentheses fix. Like, thank God those died.
Yeah, those were really popular in fandom circles that I was in for a while, and it was just like I don't want to be part of this.
No.
That's not what I want.
No. Yeah, it's let me just say, I remember doing my creative writing minor, and having my professor talk about how difficult it is to write in second person and not jolt your reader out of it. And every time I sat there and went, you know what, I can do it, I would go back and read one of those and go, no, I couldn't fix that. There's no fucking way.
Yeah.
I could not salvage that. Nothing against anyone who used to write them, but it's a very hard point of view to write in.
Oh yeah, especially because like you're the one that's making the choices, right? And it's like, well, I would never do that, and immediately out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, like you would be better off just creating a character, as the writer, just because self-insert is self-insert.
Or like if you're gonna write it, like that's for you, man.
Yeah.
Like which is totally fine, obviously. That don't hurt nobody. Live your best life. But yeah, it would always be like the ones that I would like accidentally stumble upon because I'd be like, okay, I would miss, the tagging of it being a self-insert. And it'd be like, oh yeah, you're going on a date with so-and-so. And I was like, oh, I am certainly not.
I am now. No, I'm good, but thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always been curious if I always got turned off of those because of how ace arrow I am. Or whether it's just the entire concept and everyone gets turned off of them.
Yeah, well, we're in an echo chamber at the moment, so it's not like I'm gonna be able to give a different perspective.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good point. I did, of course, that was pre just personal discovery time, right?
Yeah.
So like that at the time I was just, this just makes me uncomfy.
Yeah.
But yeah, now like as a 31-year-old adult, 31-year-old adult, good lord, who can definitely talk. Nah.
Yeah,
That probably had a huge piece of it.
I never liked them. But yeah, I always had that moment of like, okay, do I not like this because I seem to experience romance differently from everyone else, in that I don't. Or
I'll
is
happily
this...
read two characters falling in love though.
Exactly.
So
that's cute.
I think it's the second person.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as I'm not involved in it, I don't care.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be in it.
You could do the cheesiest, romanciest shit,
Hmm.
and I'm like all for it. The second you try to put me in that scenario, I'm gonna peel my skin off.
Right?
Like, stop it.
Like, no,
Yeah.
thank you. I don't want that.
Whoa!
Ah. All right, really quick, I'm going to reconfigure my shortcuts. Oh, I'm glad I didn't.
Give Lemur and Kels the ick
Yeah,
in
literally.
less than 2 seconds.
I have always wondered, like, for celebrities that have people write like actual fan fiction about them, do they get the ick? Like, cause I would personally.
That's we have discussed this. I have
Yeah.
no idea if it's been online or not. But the other type of fic that this is a much harder line for me of like, I don't think this is appropriate. Is when it's like about you and a real person, or
Yeah.
about a real person. You know, like, you can write fanfic all you want about Captain America, but the second like it's about Chris Evans, like, that makes me uncomfortable. Like,
Yeah.
that's weird to me.
It is.
And I don't want to try to be convinced otherwise.
No.
I will not be hearing arguments.
No, it's like, again, if you write that kind of thing, like, that's between you and whatever deity you believe in. But you know, the whole personal choice thing there.
Yeah.
I get that it doesn't hurt anyone, kind of, but that would just give me so much ick.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see, get back to my Pikmin. There we go.
Well, I guess I feel comfortable talking about this since I brought him up. But yeah, like, I've read lots of like Captain America like fic,
Yeah.
and like it's been very blatantly clear. Like, I've had like read fics that like the notes are like, this is the version of like Chris that I'm imagining in this scenario. Like, and here's a picture of him.
Yeah.
And it's like, to me, that's fine because it's still like the character
Yeah.
who is not real. Like,
Exactly.
yes, could Chris Evans see this and
Yeah.
I would die if I found out about it? Yes. But, you know, it's not about him.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, yeah, like, you know, you can use them for reference and stuff because, like, they are the they are the face of that character. But
Yeah.
the second that it's like, oh no, this is about a real person, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah. Because, like, I would be so icked out by it.
Yeah. I mean, we would have to be in a, like, which would not be a thing for me, but we would have to be, it would have to be well established between me and the person that wrote it that was okay
Yeah.
beforehand.
Yeah.
That would not be a gift I would want to receive before,
No.
or without any prior knowledge.
No.
I mean, how, like, even, like, you wrote that, like, little story about our Baldur's Gate characters, and it's like, you know, like, to me, it's like, Baldur's Gate Lemur is detached enough from me that it's like, oh yeah, like, you could write stories about her, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's not me, even though I very much play her as me the whole time. Like, there's enough of that break there from, at least in my brain,
Yeah.
that it's like, oh yeah, no, like, that's totally fine, not weird.
I reread that the other day, and had that whole moment reading Lemur, going, what the fuck did I write? What did I do?
The curse of us having the same name.
Yeah. Now you know why I didn't name mine the same character name.
I think, granted, it's been so long ago now because we've been playing that playthrough for months. I just panicked. I was like, I didn't know what to name her.
Yeah.
And I needed a name real quick.
I think it's hard on a first playthrough not knowing anything about your character.
Yeah.
Like, you can try to give them a backstory, but it's going to be very much based off of what is going to be, it's very much controlled by what the narrative is going to allow you to do.
Yeah.
And at that point, like, I fall out of it personally, when it starts getting to sort of that level of immersion.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, oh, wow, we're already at time. Okay, never mind. Maybe let's not do a boss battle right here at time. Yeah, because I personally, like, I love character creating.
Yeah.
You know, that is one of my favorite things to do. But if the character that I create doesn't fit the world and I don't know enough about the world, then I have problems creating the character.
Yeah. Well, like, so in our other playthrough that we're doing together that we have not touched in forever, right?
Yeah.
Like, my character is based off of a character,
Mhm.
and that's usually what's easiest for me.
Yeah.
And then my only solo playthrough is actually my character is based off of my first D&D character,
Yeah.
which it took me forever to name her. So it was easy because I was like, oh, all right, she's already got a name. I
Yeah.
already know who she is as a person, or as an orc, a half orc. Like, I know what she would do, and I'm still not 100% on her class
Yeah.
choices, but that's okay. I know who she is and how she would make choices. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, when you first start and you're like, I don't know about this.
Yeah, because I had
Hard.
a really hard time playing Soleil at the beginning. And eventually I figured out like character voice and all of that. But at the beginning, like, holy shit, I'm over here at the Grove going, I have no fucking idea who any of you people are. But thank you.
Yeah.
Do I want to help you? Do I care about you? The game says I probably should, I guess.
Yeah, that's where it's, with Lemur, it's like, it's like me playing myself, essentially, just, as a tiefling with powers.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot easier to try to, like, learn a game and not also be like, how would this person who's not me make these decisions?
Yeah. Yeah, and I think like so on my second playthrough in Baldur's Gate, so my first playthrough was the Soleil style character that didn't have the name Soleil yet. And then my second playthrough I actually had somewhat of a loose backstory. Originally she was going to romance Will and then Carlette came on to me and I'm weak.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I still feel bad about it. But so I had like a loose structure and could move within it,
Yeah.
but I could not have done that first time. I just didn't know enough about the world. But it's like every time you invite me to a D&D game, I get so excited because I get to make a new character.
New path.
All right, energy replenishment complete. Now let's switch on the radar. It's working. Yes. Once again, we've detected more SOS signals in an unexplored area. I'm glad to hear our search radius has increased. Let's not waste any more time. We need to get out there and find our missing rescue officers and Captain Olimar. They have leaves growing out of their head. So odd. There's poisonous oxygen in this planet's atmosphere. They shouldn't be able to survive without their helmet. Something very strange is going on here. Really, was it the leaves growing out of their head that tipped you off to that? Alright, what did we find today? Alright, so we found the sweet-soaked bluebird, the hoop of fortune. That looks like one of those glow stick bracelets. The spouse alert. Memory fragment top, probably. The sphere of support. The tandem trainer. Back at the beginning track. Middle management tank car. The internal clock measurer. The sphere of family. The velvety dream drop. Cupid's grenade. And gold nuggets and creatures.
Interesting.
Should we discuss the castaway with leaves growing out of their head? This has to be what Dingo was talking about when he told us about the leaflings. That's right! That castaway could be our pilot. It'd be easier to know for sure if not for all the leaves. I can't make out any features of Bernard at all. Maybe we'll get some more information after they're examined by our doctor. Maybe. But first, we need to find him. Until then, we'll let this castaway get some rest. All right.
I'm trying to imagine this writing room of like, okay, all right, y'all. What if you had never seen or heard the word skate or seen a skateboard before? You've never heard it called a skateboard. What would you call it?
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
It's great. All right. Would you like to do one more day, or would you like to end here?
Let's do one more day.
Okay. Any updates on this castaway? What's their current condition?
Nyara.
Nothing new to report. They're still asleep, and they haven't responded to any of our attempts to wake them up. The oddest thing is they don't seem to need a helmet to breathe. And we have no idea how that's possible. They need to be examined by a doctor ASAP. To make that happen, we'll need you two to locate the remaining rescue officers and collect more treasure. Understood? Good. I hereby call this morning's strategy session to a close. Officers, to your stations, please. Copy that. Oh, Colin did some work.
Finally.
Yeah.
No.
He's only in our ear like 24/7. Oh, I forgot to tell you. The rescue command post was getting a bit crowded, so we started clearing a new area when we came across something odd.
Mano.
A spaceship in disrepair. Huh. It's clearly missing its captain. They're probably out there somewhere in need of rescue. We'll do our best to find them.
Honey.
I almost forgot. We also found some raw materials while establishing the new area. Please put them to good use. Will do. Okay. Let's talk to Russ and see if he's got anything new. Ooh, he created something new. All right, let's get started. Anything good? Oh, I am so low on materials. That would be why. Oh, but I love the idlers alert. All right, so I'm going to grab all the prototypes because they're free. All right, we have the Scrummy Bone. We have the emergency kit that will auto-replenish my own HP if I get knocked out. The Pick Carrot that will paralyze a creature if eaten. All right, a Bomb Rock. A bomb so powerful it can even destroy reinforced walls. Just be careful not to get caught in the blast zone. Yeah, I've done that before. Wiped out half my Pikmin that way. The Ice Blast, which is an ice bomb. And a Mine that will explode when it detects movement. Okay. Let's see. So Delmo says, thank you for your help. I feel like an empty place inside of me is being filled up. Because we found 25 creature species. That was so fascinating. You must let me know if you find any more new snarly snugglers out there. Alright, I guess we'll look for 50. Does that carrot look like a Pikmin to you? I guess. Alright. We have Francois. It's such a pleasure to speak with you. I am Francois, botany specialist and enthusiast. Are you a plant lover too? For years I've been working on two-way communication between plants and, well, us. I think Pikmin might be the key. Okay. Kindness. That's why I love plants and Pikmin. They're kind. They listen when you talk and accept you, whoever you are. I don't think they have a choice. It's a plant. It's not like it can get up and leave. Leave. Sorry. Who wouldn't want a friend like that? There'd be so much less sadness in this world if everyone could befriend a Pikmin. For the good of civilization, we must propagate more Pikmin. Help me with this task for a token of my thanks. All right. Let's just get more Pikmin.
Oh.
Yes, whose spaceship is that? You are going to continue to ask me that.
Short-term memory.
Yeah. Every time I pass it, he's gonna sit there and go, but wait, whose is that? Oh, that I can't remember. Yeah.
Is for us? No?
Yeah, no. No, Colin. It's okay, man. Okay, I'm gonna do buff. And that's gonna give Otti the strength of 10 Pikmin.
Ooh.
So that he can carry more. He's a good puppy. Well, you mastered buff. I knew you could do it, Otti. That means I'm giving you permission to learn an even more powerful skill. Super buff. Yeah, well, I don't have the stuff for that, so. But have another Scrummy Bone. Alright, yeah, no slacking. Alright, where would you like to go today?
Nyamo.
That's interesting. I'm detecting even more signals in that recently discovered area. That may be where Captain Olimar and our missing rescue officers are.
Ponyanong.
Which area would you like to explore? Alright, we have the Sun-Speckled Terrace, we have the Blossoming Arcadia, and we have the Serene Shores.
Ooh.
Where would you like to explore?
Oh man. Serene Shores.
Okay. And off we go. Have to get 7,000 sparklium.
Whew.
So much. Gotta find more weird shit that for some reason someone has left lying around. All right, welcome to Serene Shores. Okay, let's get some Pikmin. That's probably going to be interesting today. Alright, where can I go that doesn't require me to get in water? Because these fuckers can't swim. Yeah, I see you with your little head sticking out of the ground. Oh shit, there's more over here too. Well, that was unexpected. But it works out. Okay, now I need to deal with whatever the fuck is spitting shit at me. Oh. Here, Ochi. Sick 'em. Okay. I think we are mostly clear. This area is clearly not a natural feature. Wonder who could have built it. Alright, more of that stuff. I have no need for that. Alright. This seems suspicious, though. There's something up here? Aha, there is. Okay. Also, check that thing. Okay. Hey, come back. Ooh, ultra spicy spray. Fancy. Okay, come back, bitch. Ow. That hurt just a little bit. It's fine. I'm fine. Oh, let's get off it, though. There we go. Oh, come on. Alright. Here, Ochi. Attack that. I don't know if you can. Nope. He is apparently afraid of water. I don't think that's how that works for dogs, but maybe it does. I don't know.
Yeah, Maverick used to be afraid of water. Now he's not.
That's good. I mean, Ochi
No.
can swim, though.
Yeah.
So I don't know, this water just scares him. It's okay, buddy.
Maverick used to be afraid of water because the shelter we adopted him from used the hose as a deterrent from the dogs getting too rough with each other during playtime.
Yeah.
And I only a little bit regret teaching him that it's not that scary.
Yeah.
Because now he wants to play so intensely that he hasn't bitten me. Leia has.
Yeah.
To try to get me to play with them with the hose. She's old though, so we don't hold that against her.
Exactly. She's an old lady.
She's
She
the
gets
boss
to
of me.
play when she wants to play.
Maverick will actually like run and like chase the water coming out of the hose.
Aw.
Leia does not move outside of like a 4-foot radius from me because she doesn't care about the water. She wants to attack the spigot, like the nozzle,
Yeah.
which is how she's bitten me before, is because she was attacking the hose.
Hello, ooze creature. Ooh. Oh my god, Ochi. It's okay, buddy. Okay, I thought he could swim. Maybe he can't. This is bad. Ochi can't swim. Oh, never mind. Call him back to land with the whistle. Never mind. Ochi can't swim yet.
No,
He has not gone through his swim lessons.
Ochi.
Look at Ochi. Even a brave pup like him gets scared sometimes. Don't push him. I didn't mean to. Hey, buddy. You're okay. You were the one that got in the water. It wasn't my fault.
Ochi, do you forgive me?
Yeah. I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to. I don't have any Pikmin waiting for me. We're all doing shit. Hard working. Here, Ochi, work together with the Pikmin. That'll make you feel better. Yeah, I thought that he could swim already. Apparently he can't. So no swimming for Ochi. It makes more sense why he's afraid of water now. Hello.
Oh,
It's that leafling again. And the figure lying down over there might just be our pilot. Well, he's about to be a leaf person. It's fine. This is no joke. They could be turned into a leafling. What are you waiting for, newbie? Hurry up and save them. Well, now I don't want to. Are y'all gonna... There we go. All right, we have battle in a box. Let's battle it out in a box, I guess. Time to show this leafling who's boss. So, you've come again. Those who do not embrace Dandori cannot survive this planet, but if they grow the leaves, we can return them to life. I will determine if you have the strength to save them with a Dandori battle. But this time, there will be one more rule. One must be ready to change tactics at a moment's notice. This round, an object or creature's value can increase for a brief window. These higher values make them bonus finds. When you transport and collect the bonus finds, you earn double the points. Do you think you can out-Dandori me? Oh, I was born to Dandori. Show him who's boss. Of course I will. I was born for this. Okay, I'm gonna get over there. Oh, well, that was not what I thought you were going to attack. It's okay, Ochi. You're doing your best, man. I made you have a very bad day earlier, so I feel like I can't really argue. You're doing great. Can we just quietly start? If we don't disturb you, can you not eat us? I'm a little worried leaving them over there. Fucker! Yeah, destroy them. Oh, shit. Well, that didn't work out for me. Oop. There we go. Okay, let's get back to business. You fuckers started a battle you couldn't win. Like, don't play around like that. I do not have enough Pikmin for this battle. Come on. I have all my Pikmin transporting like 2 things. Yeah, got a bonus find. Gonna get another one. Go for it, let's see. And just because I'm being an asshole. Do I need it? No. Actually, yes I do. I lied, but mostly did it out of spite. You leave him alone. He's a good boy. Alright. 2 minutes left. We got this. We're gonna crush him into the ground. Or something. I don't know. What do I want to do? Actually, you know what I want to do? Let's bring all my Pikmin over here, because I think I need to get rid of that thing. There we go. Now everyone's safe. Okay, maybe let's not get all my Pikmin eaten. Never mind. They're gonna chow down, apparently. It's fine. We are back.
We're back!
Yay! Sorry for the splice. I ran out of disk space. That's what I get for having 4 recordings on my thing at once. That's what happens when you don't properly keep an eye on your storage. It happens. Okay, I have a solid lead. Damn it, I don't think that strawberry counted. It's fine. Still satisfying. Oh, I only won by at least 30, but that's okay. Again, you have shown mastery in the art of Dandori. I leave the rest to you. Off they go again. Thankfully, we recovered the castaway safe and sound. Impressive victory. Woo. It's fine. Unexpected things happen sometimes. Just rolling with the punches. I love how you just ignore the warning sound though on your computer. Um,
To to be fair, that sound sounds a lot more like one of the sounds that like my Outlook makes.
yeah,
So that's why I
that's
ignore it.
fair. I don't have Outlook make sounds because I got tired of listening to it.
I had to mute it. So for my work, we get a lot of work or stuff to do at the beginning of the month.
Yeah.
Like so a big influx. And I had to. So yesterday was fun. And
Yeah.
I had to mute it because it was just like ping, 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 ping. It's like I'm gonna die.
Yeah. Yeah, I get enough emails. It's more that, like, if I get an email, then I'll drop everything to read it
Yeah.
if I know that I've got it, which is not always what I want to do.
I turned off the, like, it has the option of, like, giving you that little preview in your notifications.
Uh-huh.
I turned that off because there was one time that I, like, sent an email that I got really, like, anxious about.
Yeah.
And every time I kept getting, like, a preview in my notifications, like, I get stressed.
Yeah.
And it ended up, I don't remember even what I was so stressed about, so it turned out fine, but I turned that off after that, because it was like, no, that email will come in when it comes in. I don't need to know right that second.
Exactly. It's an email, so therefore I feel like I get at least 24 hours to respond.
Yes.
Unwritten rule there, but...
Also, like, other people may act like my job is life or death, or the things that I do are life or death, but we don't actually, I don't work with people's real, like, lives or their deaths.
Yeah.
I work in advertising. It's not that deep.
Yeah.
It's gonna be okay, everybody.
I know, I always have to tell myself that, because, like, I don't do life or death stuff. But also, when a client is yelling at you and everything, it's hard to remember that sometimes.
Oh yeah, no. When I've gotten some pretty intensely worded emails from. Yeah, I'll use client. It's close enough of a similar description for my clients that it's like, and then I'll like give them the reason for either why that happened or how I was gonna fix it, and then get it like K back.
Yeah.
And it's like, you yelled at me so hard.
Yep.
And you're just gonna say like, K.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
The one that really gets me, we have an internal board that does a bunch of our reviews, and one of them is really pretty strict, and so, like, when he comes swinging at you, and I'm not talking like, oh, I don't want to do this one yet, because I don't have any water Pikmin. Anyways, when he comes swinging at you, I mean, you feel it. And it's not like he's trying to be mean. Yeah. He's just kind of one of those people that he doesn't have a ton of time, and you are wasting it if you have a problem.
Yeah, I have a manager-like person that I deal with who's very direct. And they're just, doing their job, they're doing their thing, but it always tends to rub me the wrong way the first time I read whatever they send me, and it's just like, okay, I need to take a second. Again, not life or death. I'm so sorry that you were frustrated, but
exactly.
Can we pretend that you also remember that I'm a person?
Exactly. Like, well, like, my thing about that staff member is that it's not even like, like, I'll come back at him, right? Because I'm just that kind of person. And the response I get every single time is K. Like, really? That's all I'm getting? Just K. I just wrote you a 6-paragraph essay.
Two of the people that I have challenges with at work recently, I've matched their energy in the response I gave them, and they backed down so quickly. And it was like, ooh.
Yeah. Apparently they don't like it when it comes back to them.
Yeah. And it wasn't rude,
Yeah.
but it was like one of them was like, you didn't respond to this, like my question that they had asked like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it's like, actually, I responded the next day. Here's the answer.
Mm-hmm. As per my last email.
As per the email you didn't read.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you know, I was able to offer up solutions, and it could, because there were variables in my answer that were no longer options because of them emailing me at the end of the month versus anyway.
Yeah.
But so, you know, but I still offered options and was polite about it, but I was like, I matched their energy, and
Exactly.
they did not. They backed down very quickly. It's like, hell yeah.
It's very interesting how quickly people back down in situations like that. Like, the second that you are an asshole to them, they just lose it.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what?
I find it fascinating.
that.
So I do, for context, for anybody else listening besides you, I do hybrid, right? So I am in a physical office, preferably no more than 2 days a week. But my department sits near people that are doing customer service calls.
Mm-hmm.
And listening to those phone calls is insane. I listened to one on Halloween that was like my poor coworker was was trying to answer this caller's questions, this customer's questions, but then they would like keep talking, and so like every other like word, every other sentence he was saying was like, yes, but you're not letting me answer the questions. Yes, I know that answer, but you're not. And anytime I listen to them, field calls is just, I could not be me.
Nah. I worked in a call center for a whole 3 months, and I thought I was going to go crazy. It was not the job for me.
No.
I'm decent at sales, but customer service,
Most of what they do is more sales leaning.
Yeah.
But then occasionally, they do callbacks on like customer satisfaction responses, and those are the ones that drive me nuts, because I can hear, it's like, oh my god, like I can hear them like their half of the conversation listening to this customer being really mad about the service that they received.
Yeah.
And it was just like, oh.
Yeah.
Like, why? We're trying to earn back your business. Like, I don't.
Nah.
That could not be me.
Fuck off. If you didn't like it, don't buy again.
I mean, I could totally understand. You know, there's many ways in my industry of why you would not want to go back and shop at that place again.
Yeah.
And that's not just my company problem. But yeah, no, I just, listening to them field calls from people all day is just insanity.
Yeah.
I hear the wildest things coming out of those coworkers' mouths, and that's truly the highlight of going into the office.
Yeah. I will say that is one part that I miss about not going into the office, is I don't get all of the gossip from other departments complaining about things. And that I miss.
Yes. I have one coworker on my team that is like older Gen Z, younger millennial age, so you know, roughly our age.
Yeah.
And everybody else on our team is like a Gen Xer. And so like we can converse about things because we have a very similar language.
Yeah.
Being of the same generation or same-ish. But yeah, she and I like we spread the gossip to each other, and then it's like, okay,
Yeah, my boss has told me he is scared at how much I know that I probably should not know.
Well, that's my previous role, and I think that's what freaked out my current boss. Is my previous role just some of the perks, I guess, of that job, where people would tell me things that I definitely should not have known,
Yeah.
but because of the things I had to do for that job,
Mhm.
it was relevant enough that they're like, "Oh yeah, we'll tell you."
Yeah.
And then my boss is like, "Why did you know that?" And it's like, "It-
They
I-
they they
they
told
told
me.
me. They told me willingly,
Yeah.
multiple times."
Exactly. I just have my own little information network at work, so
Yeah. I will say that's probably on the very short list of things that I miss about my previous position at my company.
Yeah.
Is that kind of uh, being communicating with other departments and having those connections. And yeah,
Mhm.
like the gossip was a nice perk, but
Yeah.
like in more like a genuine sense of like,
Mhm.
it was nice to talk to different people in different departments.
Yeah. All right, what did we discover on day 5? We found the Emperor whistle, the stellar extrusion, the orbital communication sphere, golf ball, and the fishy bed.
Fishy bed.
All right.
That's cool.
Patrol.
By the way, if you press minus and open shortcut settings, you can assign different functions to the different buttons. I know I literally did that. Really? Can you assign the rescue journal to one of those?
Cumple.
Of course. And then you could reference it whenever you need some quick advice. You can even assign actions like disband or select items at the push of a button. Setting up shortcuts seems like a great way to improve your dandori practice. Speaking of improvements, Colin, it would be more efficient if you shared such helpful information a lot sooner. Colin
Yeah,
can't win.
Colin.
Excellent. All right. So I think we're going to end here.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out. As a reminder, please like and subscribe if you'd like to see more. I don't have any
Thanks for,
announcements
yeah.
because nothing would be relevant at this point.
No.
But if there's anything relevant, go do it.
Drink some water.
Yes, go drink water. I don't know. Tell the people you love them that you love them. And
Wash your hands.
wash your hands is a very good one. Please be safe. Yeah. So we'll see you again when we see you. Bye.
Goodbye.